Alright, so first up on the needs to be repaired from leaving the children alone, they were hanging on this downpipe and they actually broke one of the tack welds, so I'm going to have to, I should just do the finished welds on it at this point. So I got to do that. Also, the 2-bolt flange that they tack welded on the bottom kind of warped a little bit, so I got to fix that. And then I got to get started on the rest of the exhaust system. Can't do anything else with the intercooler until we have the exhaust all buttoned up, at least tacked together. And I'll just spend a day doing finish welds. We finally got the aluminum in to do all of the intercooler piping, so that will be on tonight's agenda as well. What you doing, Mike? What you doing?
I'm putting the finish cuts on these couplers. Should be done tonight. That's our plan. And
is it gonna look like a 2-year-old did it?
No, you know, I mean, it's a tough world, it's a tough job, but we're aiming for perfection here, you know.
Sure. Alright, so now that the mid-pipe on the exhaust is done, we can go ahead and pull the downpipe back off this thing and we can drill the finish welds on that so that we can test to make sure that the mid-pipe still fits on when the downpipe's all flexed about. So that's the next step. Alright, so while the downpipe cools from me welding it, we're going to go ahead and start setting up the oil feed line. This right here is the oil pressure sending unit. We're going to tee into this in order to do the oil feed line. The feed line parts haven't actually come in yet, but I do have my brass fittings to make the tee, which is this fitting right here. So I'm going to unscrew that, throw some pipe tape on there, screw this in there, get it where I want it, and then screw the sending unit into one of the open ports. Alright, so got the intake pipe figured out. So we got a 45 on there, and runs the factory air box. So that's all set. Make sure that I cleared everything. Still waiting for the downpipe to cool down a little bit more before I start playing with it. Now I got to make the bend that comes off of here and will come out and around to the throttle. Alright, so I got this pipe cut and fit the way I want it to. I'm actually waiting for one more 90-degree bend to come in so that I can finish that to the throttle body. So the next project we're going to tackle is connecting here to here. So I'm not going to do anything crazy fancy with that. I'm going to pretty much measure up whatever this bend is supposed to be, and then that'll be that, and that'll get welded onto here. I don't want to have to do any crazy S shapes or anything like that. The smoother the less amount of bends, the better. It's going to get a lot of turbulence coming out of the intercooler anyway, so I'm just going to make that work.